always try to pick an animal that fits the character.
There we go.
And today I brought a bucket o' snakes. And I just want to say that snakes have spent centuries and centuries of people not being nice to them. And in the end, they ended up with no ears, thank goodness, because then they would be crying all the time after hearing all the things people say.
And if they didn't have ears, they couldn't wear glasses.
Well, you know what? They don't have any eyelids, so they can't cry. So they're made perfectly to take all the crap that people give them, okay?
By the way, this is Beth Wagner, everybody, from Scales and Tails.
Thank you. Thank you. And just so everybody knows, in areas where snakes are taken out of the area, we often see what we call a huntavirus, which is very much like Ebola. It's a hemorrhagic disease. And so in places where they have rattlesnake roundups, we often see that people die from huntavirus.
Really?
In fact, the closest that it's ever come to Chicago was Gary, Indiana, and that was about 10 years ago. And people, when they kill snakes, we have rodents, and rodents carry the huntavirus. So when you sweep up the debris from mice, that goes into particulate, and sometimes it kills people.
Yikes.
So you should always, always make sure that you leave your snakes a little room.
Leave them a little something, something.
Yeah. And hold on, let me just take some.
Oh, I thought it was going to be one of those things where the coil, the spring thing jumped out, and it's not.
1 second. This one's for you.
Oh, hey. Hot
By the
ziggity.
way, this is a ball python. This is like the golden retriever of all snakes.
I'll just take your word for
Wait,
that.
I'm going to put a little hat on you.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Nice. Nice. I don't know. It looks pretty good on you.
Hey, somebody take a picture. This will make a great Christmas card.
All right.
Merry Christmas from me and a python on my head.
Oh, this one's just a little one. Hold on, I'll put a little.
You know, here's a surprise. Snakes smell funny. I'd have never.
They've been stuck in a truck since 9 this morning, so you'd smell funny too.
Is there ever going to be a time when you're going to bring us animals and not put them on our heads? Today,
I did not put any hedgehogs on anybody's heads.
Today, I brought a camel. Here, let's put it on your head.
All right, you guys ready for a gentle giant? I don't know if you guys have heard about the snakes that are causing all kinds of problems in the Everglades. And in the Everglades, people released animals. In fact, in Florida, they have people that just catch chimpanzees.
Wait.
And
is there a special name for them, or do we just call them chimpanzee
crazy.
catchers?
And you know what? The Burmese pythons are knocking out a whole bunch of the beautiful birds that are down in the Everglades, and the biggest one that they found was 18 feet, okay?
Good grief.
And that one they actually found under somebody's house. They realized that he was eating cats around the neighborhood, but he never, ever, ever messed with people. So I don't know why we're worried. Cats, whatever.
Cats.
And this one, this is called a Burmese Python, and this guy is so beautiful.
I think my snake fell asleep.
And you have to really realize they're like the gentle giants.
Is someone moving my snake, or is he doing that himself? Holy Jerusalem. I have to. Hi. Hi, how are you?
Mustache, nice. I like that.
He must have heard me.
Now in Illinois, don't think that you can own a snake like this, because you can't have a snake that's over.
Hi.
Well, it changes every year. I think it's 6 feet right now.
This is my new profile picture for Facebook.
Yeah, and that's just some of the regulations. You have to have federal, state, and city licenses. And let's see, what else? He's not getting fresh with you, is he? Okay.
Hey, Chris's snake is getting close to Chris's snake. Hey now, I'm just going to sit here and have a snake on my head like, oh yeah, I do this all the time.
By the way, snakes cannot eat people. There's a whole group of people that travel all around the world. Every time there's a report of somebody that's been eaten by a snake, they go out and disprove it. The closest that anybody came was a boy in California who slept with a Burmese python, whose mother would let your kids sleep with a Burmese python. He was 17 years old, and he was squeezed to death, meaning that the oxygen was taken out of his lungs. And the snake did try to eat one of his legs, okay?
Oh, okay.
But snakes can never eat people, not even a baby, because the way that our shoulders work, they never fold in.
They don't fold.
And if a snake ever tags you, that's what they call a snake bite, a tag. If a snake ever tags you and you pull your hand away, they lose all their teeth. So no worries there, okay?
Cool.
You done? Yeah. How about you?
Wait a minute.
All right.
Hang on. You know, considering I'm part of the selfie generation, I'm sitting here with a dad blame snake on my head. You know, that's just mildly frightening.
At least you got a real camera.
Well,
somebody said, what's his name? His name is Julius Squeezer. It's very appropriate, right?
So,
you're doing so well there.
Thank you. Well, I'm just
very well.
You know, I'm just an old show business hack. I'll just do whatever.
Whatever it takes.
Oh, Don.
And that snake is doing so well.
It's better than Letterman was.
Look at that.
This is.
You don't want your mouth?
I don't know how I can
at
answer
this
that
point,
question.
I'm completely out of funny snake on my head jokes. I had 2 or 3 when I came in the door tonight, and now
they're knocked right out of your
right out of
yeah. Right, I can understand that.
This is going to be my look now. I'm going to be the rockabilly guy.
You notice the snake is trying to shut him up, okay?
Look, this is my second wife. Hey now.
He's going to bite me in the face.
No. No.
You're not trained. Kiss my ear.
There you go. By the way, they also have over 400 bones in their body. People only have 206. So when people say, oh, they're kind of mushy, I'm like, what do you mean? They have over 400 bones. They're bones all the way down.
I have to tell you a quick story before this moment passes. Thank you. If I saw this son of a bitch in my yard, I would be miles away. I'm really creeped out by snakes. On the other hand, if you, a trained herpetologist, you hand me a snake, I'm good to go.
But isn't it feel relaxing? It's really relaxing.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, it's great. I wish you'd crawl down my pajamas right now. Oh, yeah.
Kind of like a massage on your neck. Exactly.
It's just like getting a massage from a snake.
Oh, by the way, you know, out in Gurnee, there was a place that they had like a reptile area. I was at a wedding, and this guy's sitting next to me, and he's the accountant, and he said that he was there, and they had what did they have? They had a boa that was something like, I don't know, 20 feet long, some crazy number, and the guy went into the cage. And there's certain rules with snakes, like the way that I handle them and the way that you take them out of a box.
Right.
But you know, this guy went in and he was in a big rush and he ran in to feed him and the snake wrapped. And a lot of people think that they wrap like this and that you could just pull them off and just turn like this and unwrap. But that's not true. They're very, very strong and they wrap in loops. That's why I know you guys are okay, because you see I don't see any loops. And they wrap in loops like this. Those loops you cannot take off. You try to pull those off, and 2 new wraps come up on the other side as quickly as you pull them off. So that could be a problem, okay?
You know, I'm realizing there was one important question I forgot to ask. Is this thing poisonous?
Oh, in the world, only 25% of the snakes are poisonous.
Okay.
And in Illinois, hardly any.
Is he one of the 25 or one of the 75?
This is a ball python, the golden retriever of all snakes. And this is a Burmese python, and that's the gentle giant.
You've said that about a golden retriever. What exactly? Because golden retrievers, they'll kill a mouse. They'll chew up your carpet.
No, a golden retriever won't
Okay.
even stop a burglar.
Yeah. Well, this has been cool.
Are you talking about the snake?
Sure, why not? Once again, this is Beth Wagner from Scales and Tails.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm the guy with the snake on his face. Wait, no, that was John Candy on SCTV. Thank you for coming here. And
you.
could you do me a small favor?
Take the snake
Get this
off.
goddamn snake off my head. Holy Moses.
What an actor the snake was, though. He held up for a long time. Whoa, I like how he fixed your hair.
Of course. Beth Wagner from Scales and
Thank you,
Tails.
guys. Thank you.
Always a treat. We will be back. We will be back with more rock and roll. You can't believe what's happening. You are watching the Chicago Vintage Show.